Hello and welcome to Cigar Box Guitars, aka the Dutch Man in San Marcos. I am the Dutch Man, and we're coming to you with another episode of getting the B King 6-string cigar box guitar together. We're getting really close now. We just got to mount the neck with the tailpiece that'll fit in the box. Put strings on it, and then we just got some decorative things like corners and knobs. So let's get going. Hello and welcome to the next episode. Just a few words about my title. I'm retired. I do sound part-time, but what I was saying is when you retire, keep working. It gives you something to get up for and to create. And if you do keep working, work at things that you would say would be your dream jobs. I wish I got paid for running sound all the time. So now I am. I wish I could just build cigar box guitars in my garage, and now I am. So that was kind of the concept of that. So if you're my age and you're retiring, get hobbies, get things to do things. Maybe I was never into writing. Start writing stuff. Maybe you're just a reader. Start reading all the books that you thought you never would. So anyways, enough of the preaching. Let's get going. The first thing I have is I got a plate. I had to cut some pieces off of it this morning. Let me show you that. Let me get you a little higher so you can see the bench here. I got the bench kind of messy right now. If you watch my shorts, I just fixed that. I just put the tuners and the new nut on the cigar box guitar, my first one, and actually had it running. If you watch the latest short, that I actually play it, so you'll see it if you check that out. So let me get you adjusted to the bench here. Hang on just a minute. All right, here we go. If it seems bright on this side, I've got the garage door open, so you might hear street noise and that, but just ignore that. But we're on the bench. You can see I left it a mess, but a messy desk means there's a lot going on, so it was busy this morning. So what I did was I found this piece of metal for the bridge plate, 3 holes, which is kind of nice. It actually had a kind of a piece that was bent over here. So with my grinder, I cut it off, and so it's just a flat piece, which is going to work well. If that was the backside, you could see it'll be nice. So we got to get that mounted on there. I got a lot of stuff here. So anyways, still haven't figured out the knob thing. I started an order with CB Giddy, but I couldn't find knobs. But I'm thinking I'm going to go with this one here. The white ones just seem too white for me. So I'm going to go with these. This one says tone, which it is the tone, and I'll get one that says volume. And I think that'll be nicer. These are kind of fat. We'll be able to adjust easier like so. So that's kind of my choice on that. Hey, if you when you cut your strings off, save these little pieces, because when you're filing nuts and stuff, it makes great little like a file. It grinds it really nice. So that's why I got these here. I'm not a super hoarder, but those actually do have a purpose, the cut-offs of the strings. So there you go with that. We'll get our glue out of here. And I have these old tuners that I took off. I just want to get all the parts and pieces together. Yeah, they actually sent me an extra screw. You dropped these like crazy. I was glad I had it, but I didn't need it, so I was good. I was good. It worked out okay. Sorry for just watching me clean up the bench. But we got to make some room. Got my tape over here. These are the strings that I'm going to put on it. DR Pure Blues. I got the lightest gauge because I didn't want a lot of pressure on that. So we got those put away. And I know I showed you the bridge last week. So there we go. So we're gonna get this open. I do have to cut a wire for this and get those done. But as you can see, this will all screw in. It'll screw in out from the back. You know, I'll probably put 2 screws and 2 screws back here and right there. So this plate here will go on like this. So that'll be our bridge plate for it. And it'll come through. It'll come through like that and then hold it. So we got to drill these holes, and I got to find some screws too. So we've got that going on, and then we should be able to close this thing up and get it going. So let me get some wire for this. We'll get that knocked out and soldered up, and then we'll work on getting this thing set. So I'll be right back as I get some wire cut, and I'll show you that. So I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Got some wire. So I'll just measure that out right about like that. That way we can get it cut up. So it'll go all the way like that, so then when we fold it up, we can just, tuck it down in there. It's fairly pliable, so that our knobs will be hooked up. So, and I won't show you the soldering. I'll take that offline. So yeah, we'll get these split and soldered on here, and then I'll come back. All right, so there we go. We got these all soldered up and tucked in here, as you can see. So that way we can still get it open. These tuck right. Actually, I'm gonna have to kind of manipulate it so it doesn't get in the way of that neck. But it tucks in nicely right in here. So we'll be all set. So the next thing we got to do is work on this guy. I'm going to have to find some screws, and then we'll drill our holes. We'll drill some holes so we can mount that neck. So that'll be the next thing up, to get this thing hooked up, and then we can start mounting things and get some strings on it. Take a look at those tuners that I have that were on there. So we'll go that route. And then these other things will just be caught. I want to try to get it strung up. Get this guy mounted. Get this guy mounted on there so we can put the strings on there. And yeah, that'll be what we're doing. So let me see if I can find some screws for this bridge, because they're going to have to be fairly long, at least to get through here and about that much into here. So we'll have to find those. So I'll be right back. Okay, I think I found some screws that'll work. These guys right here, they're not too long, as you can see, because you don't want them to poke through. You don't want them to poke through the other side of this into the fretboard. So let's get those going. We'll mark this. I don't know if you can see me here. We'll mark this and then drill these holes. Yeah. thought I was writing. So there's our holes. We'll get our drill going. So that'll be going in like this. Actually, we got it in order too. So and then we'll mark it on the box, because the box let me mark this where this is. So that way I know this goes up to there. So when this goes on there, this goes right up to there. Right up to there. So let's drill these out. I don't have to go too big because I kind of want the screw to dig in a little bit. So looks like this one here will do the trick. I think what I'll do is, so the drill will kiss this, so I know where to drill the hole so it doesn't get caught up. I'm going to clamp this. And double check it. And like I thought, good thing I checked it. We want it all fitting right. So that's the way it should be mounted in there. That's not going to work. Gotta figure this out somehow. So, sometimes you got to wrestle with this stuff before you get it right. I just figured out I need to be able to access my holes. Hey, I get to use my new squares that I bought. Perfect. So we got our holes in there. Now let's screw it together. Ah! Look at, I broke the head off. Dang it. That's going to be a pain. Hope I can unscrew it the other way. That's the problem with hard wood. You torque it too hard, you can break the screw off. So let's see how it looks. Didn't come through. That would have been perfect. So yeah, I broke the head off there. And There you go. It's gonna fit in there. I have to take this apart and find another screw because I got to get that screw out. Maybe not. It might be too hard. That might be too hard now that I think about it. Well, we'll end it right there. I got it hooked up, as you can see. So, things don't always go perfect, so that'll be the show. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe. Tell your friends. And we'll see you next week with some solutions. It's holding. I might just have to give up the fact that that one broke. I think 2 of them will be enough in there. It seems pretty solid. So, all right. So we'll see you next time. Next week, same bat station, same time. Have a good one.